So here we're installing the box on the MB600. It's a double Barcelona style mailbox. We've already installed one side here. I'm just going to show you here. There is a recessed Phillips bolt going down from inside where my hand is. It comes out the bottom here. It's tightened down. It's a recessed Phillips bolt. There's a washer, a lock washer, and then the nut. Tighten it down. On the inside, if we turn here, there's two bolts, one here and then one on the opposite side here that is just identical. We have the hex head bolt, a rubber washer that recesses into this slot. Okay. On the inside of the mailbox, we have the washer, the lock washer, and the nut that comes through on the inside. It's elevated about 4 inches off the base of the box, out of the way from reaching in here on the bottom. Okay. So here I'm just going to do the same installation on the second box. Turn it sideways here slightly. So starting out, make sure we're good and stable, pretty stable. So I'm going to take the, this is the recessed Phillips head bolt. Looking here at my instructions, there's only 2 of these, and this is the letter I. Okay. And so that's going to go down through here. So you might go ahead, once you get it set up here, just to go ahead and slide on. Of course, probably most easily done with a 2-person, so you can have someone helping you hold things in place. Okay, so admittedly, I needed some assistance, but so it's certainly helpful to have a second person, basically just to hold down this bolt on the interior where you hold on and you put the washer on, the lock washer, and the nut from the bottom, which without a second set of hands does get difficult because gravity is just pushing down on the washer and the nut. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the hex head bolt. We're going to come from the inside. We're going to reach inside here and push through. Once you get the first one on here, so we just slide on a lock washer. Again, we'll try to do this with one set of hands and see if we can do this. Yep, there we go. Easy enough. Okay. We'll take, I have handy here a 9/16, which works fine for this hex head. Probably want to hand tighten it a little more. Obviously you want to get it, don't want to go too tight. In fact, we'll wait to do the wrench until we get the second one lined up and in place. The second one's going to be a lot easier. And go around to the back side here. Go through here. So here we've already installed the S scroll on the bottom side of this the MB600 mailbox. Okay, and here we're going to show you how we installed it. Just a quick walkthrough. A couple things I want to point out. First off, obviously there's going to be a hole here on the top post, on the what we call the top post here. It's got a hole, and then there's in the top of the S scroll here. There's a hole here, and that's going to mount with a bolt through the interior of the box, going down through that S scroll. So we're going to give you a couple of pointers here. One is to keep the 2 bolts that are in the interior here that get run inside the box, have them loose. Okay. Also, this bolt that runs down from the interior of the box down, have that loose. So there's 3 bolts connecting the box to the post. All 3 should be loose. Mainly because this right here is a very firm fix. Okay. And so, meaning that to get it in a position, it's going to take a little muscle, all right, just to get it in there and good firm. But once you do, it's going to add a whole lot of extra support to the mailbox. So that's what we're going to demonstrate. Okay. So Kylan's going to push the S scroll in place. When he gets it in place, I'm going to slide through the bolt. She has it in place there. I'm slid the bolt through, and that's it. Okay. not terribly difficult, but at the same time you just need to know where you run into a lot of trouble is if you tighten down all your bolts and then you will go to put this in place, and then you can't really maneuver that mailbox up because you kind of want to push the box up slightly on the exterior to get that S-scroll underneath and get the hole to align perfectly. Okay, now that you got it in place, we're going to, if you would, Kylan, we'll take one of the, we got a bolt, a lock washer, and a flat washer. We're going to apply them to the bottom side of the bolt. After that's done, we'll go back into the interior of the box and tighten down our 2 bolts here on the top and the 1 bolt that's coming out the bottom right here, so that everything's good and firm. Okay? If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call.